Welcome back everyone, Ben here, and today we're checking out a game called Farever. Forge your legend in a forgotten realm. Farever is an online multiplayer action RPG set in a vast fantasy open world. Alone or with friends, embark on an epic journey together. Explore wild lands and dangerous dungeons, craft powerful gear, and carve your path through dynamic combat and platforming. This is from Shiro Games. It came out on the 6th of May. It's sitting mostly positive on Steam. They were kind enough to provide me with a key to check this out today, and it is in early access. It's currently £16.99, about $20, and they've got a roadmap of basically just moving through this over the next year, adding more content, dungeons, eventually optional PvP, and that kind of stuff. But it is an MMO of some sorts, so we're going to check it out. It's a lot more action orientated, apparently a bit more combat focused, so we're going to see how that feels, explore the world. Got quite a nice little kind of cartoony art style, so I'm intrigued for this. We're going to have a look and see what it's all about and explore some dungeons. So yeah, sit back, relax, like, comment, subscribe. This is Farever. And we are on the character creation screen. We can choose our class at the moment. So we got warrior, the rogue, the mage, and the priest. So I'm guessing the priest is like the healer with the prayers from the looks of it. Yeah, heals for 100% health. You got the mage obviously doing your magic stuff. The rogue will be, looks like, stunning and targeting from behind. That's quite kind of cool. And then you got the warrior, which has got like the charging skills and stuff. So I think it's in the name, ProRogueBear, part of the origin of the name, because I'd always play the stealth archer or the rogue. So that is what we're going to channel today. And we've got our body options there. And I think we will do that. We'll check our hair out. We've got some green hair at the moment. Let's make our hair a bit darker. And probably a bit shorter. I don't quite have such a swept over hairstyle. The mustache is a must. Probably a bit more realistic with my mustache, to be fair. And what I dream to have, what I actually have. And we will go with that as our face. That's all good as well. Okay, I think we're all good, and you can do some little adjustments and things like that, but I think we're all good, really. It's fine. Okay. Can I do, but does it need to be unique? No. Okay. Cool. Let's play the game. For millennia, an eternal rivalry opposed Nightlings and Sunlings. But the perfect balance of this duel was broken when a Sunling monarch unleashed the radiant power of the Spark and vowed to unify the 9 worlds under his banner. Defeated by an unprecedented alliance of all known worlds, the Sunlings were forced into exile and sealed themselves inside the forlorn, faraway half-realms of Antalimbo, thus beginning the Chrysalis Age. It was only after 5 centuries of isolation that the sealed gates of Antalimbo mysteriously reopened, ushering an age of rediscovery. The Sunlings were now free to rejoin their native world of Siagata. But Siagata had changed, and time had changed them too. And this old, forgotten world that stretched out before their eyes was about to become the theatre of a new, undiscovered history. As one of the new generations of Sunlings, you rise at the dawn of a new era. And here we are. We've got our knives already. And it is, you know, level 1 crabs on the beach. This is like MMO 101. Let's talk to terra firma. So how does it feel to tread new ground for the first time? Siagata is actually quite old, but it does feel new, doesn't it? I'm with the Pilgrims of Merilam, a faction of adventurers trying to map Siagata and restore its ruins. They charge me with making sure newcomers don't get devoured by animals. As you can see, this place is crawling with ferocious crabs. Why don't you show me you can defend yourself by bringing me one of their clamps? If you can do that, I'll give you something useful. We got the first quest. There we go. So, how do we... Oh yeah, so we can... You've got your map, your group, like people on the map, people in your group, people in your local, and you can hide that there. And we do have over here on the bottom, we've got our inventory, we've got our main stats, all our different equipables. We have L is our codex. K is our skills. That's all good. And then we got M for our little bit of map there. We've got L is our codex. Sorry, we've got H for our achievements. Y for our collection. Okay. And we've got T for an ability and also 1 for an ability as well on our hotbar at the bottom. You can zoom in. You can treat this a bit like a behind the character, or you can zoom right out if you want. Okay, so it's a little bit like has like global cooldowns for your skills, but the actual like attacks, they are, you can do them as you please. There is actually a blocking option with right click. I don't know if we got to time this. Is X to heal? There we go. Oh, it doesn't have as much range as I thought it might do. Let's see if we can time this. No. Oh no, you can't. You can't block. Wait, you can block or you can't block? Oh no, you can block, but it's like an ability, so it's on a cooldown. Okay, let's can we open this? Welcoming treasure. Collect 3 magic orbs. Okay. Should we go talk to her quick? As you can see, the place is crawling with ferocious crabs. It is done. Alright. I'd say you've got decent chance of survival. Now here's how you further increase them. Whenever you're feeling lost, look for the nearest obelisk. If there's one thing you should know when setting foot in Siagada, it's to look for obelisks and to avoid the crimson rams. There's 2 things actually. You got to know both of them. Okay. And does this have... It does have control support. So let me pick up the controller for a sec. I'm curious, because it does say it's got control support, but it might be that you can't just change it. Is there a place to choose your input? Maybe you can't change input mid... Oh no, there we go. There we go. So you got L and R to open up. A little bit like how Final Fantasy 14 does it with the butterflies. And X, Y, and B. These are dash. Okay, D-pad on those. So yeah, fully if you're like more into the... From a controller point of view. Which to be fair, might try that. There we go. Let's take that with LB. And we'll go up here. Hold LB to interact. It's quite nice. I'd expect it a little bit higher performance for how it does look though. We're 4K, everything on Ultra, and it's sitting around 65 to 75, so it's not super high. Oh no, it's not good. Might end up dying here. You gotta press and hold. Sort of trying to get used to the rotation somewhat as well. We were going through our healing potions quite quickly at the moment. And then yeah, you press start and you've got the radial menu instead if you're doing it that way. I think I might do mouse and keyboard. I don't know really. This could be a good one to have on the Steam Deck though. That's the only thing I'm thinking of actually. Might want to get used to using it. I feel like with MMOs, it's the muscle memory. Like, I'd really like to... We got level 2 though. I'd love to, if I return to Final Fantasy 14, pick it up on controller again, because it's got really good implementation of that. Where's the other one? I was up there. But I spent like 2,000 plus hours doing... Can we jump on this? Oh, there we go. 2,000 plus hours playing mouse and keyboard, so it feels really alien to like play it on controller. So with this one, I don't know if we're going to get 2,000 hours out of this one, but it might be a good decision to just get used to the controller of this one. That was our new ability, which, if we go to our class skills, so generates 1 combo point when using a final combo attack or weapon skill, and consumes all combo points to dash forward, and increases by 30%. So the more combo points you build up, which I think are those yellow little diamonds we've got. That's pretty cool. There we go. We got some hand wraps. So we can equip those. And that gives us extra armor and some vitality. That's not bad at all. Okay. Did it say we had talents there? One sec. No. Oh no, we can't access talents yet. Okay. We've got our XP at the bottom. Cool. So I guess we're gonna head over to where the light is coming out. There's someone else. They've already got a mount. Imago Meadow in Meridon. How we run with our daggers behind us there. We've got a guild merchant, Miss Arta and Hilda Lambert. We can interact with this. Let's unlocked our obelisk. We've got a world to explore. Quite intriguing. Okay, so that's a chunk of the map. And we got all these little quests on the right-hand side. These are all different activities you can do. We've done a couple already. I think Book of Life might be a good one. We've got on the map there anyway. I think there's something up there as well. We can actually glide. We've got a bird glider for some reason. Not sure why. But the guild merchant. Well met. Would you like to take a look at my merchandise? This is where your mailbox, your bank, and your trading is. So we have bag capacity for slots, but not for weight. So that's fine. And then we've got 110 currency. We can buy a small pouch, but we need 250 for that. Let's talk to Miss Art. Don't you think documenting animal species is too easy? I have more ambition than that. I'm looking for specimens that have radiated by the spark. I name them sparkling creatures. Smart, isn't it? Several sparkling creatures were spotted in this area, but 2 of them have caught my attention. A slime and a bee. Find them and add them to your codex. I feel like, because it's early access at the moment, we're definitely missing a bit of context of, like, why we're here. But, there we go. Hilda Lambert. Traveler, have you started filling up your codex already? Look at this marvel. It keeps track of every creature you've met to advance the gradual recovery of human knowledge. My name is Hilda Lambert, Chief Encyclopedist of the Pilgrims, and I'm here to study the local fauna. You can help too if you want. Show me a codex with at least 5 monsters in it, and I'll share my pay with you. It's like when you go back to Professor Oak and you get him to check your Pokedex. So our codex... We've got Scova Island, and there's then a second area. There's going to be another area soon as well, apparently. We've got 1 of 81 monsters, so I guess you need to fight each one. And then we see all the outlines of them here. Looks like different variations count as well. Like these are all similar looking silhouettes, aren't they? So it's probably like different colors count towards them. Alright, I don't think this is like a creature battling game in that way. Is anything destructible? No. I guess, like I said, this is on a European server. And there'll be other people just around doing their thing. Can we climb this? Or not yet? Okay. Like, if we can get higher, then we can get whatever that is. I don't think I can climb that yet. Maybe we need an ability. But there's some slimes behind. We're not quite... I don't know if we need to grind a bit more. Should we see how we get on with this? So... There we go. Yeah, so when we use our Y ability, it uses all of our diamonds. Our little yellow diamonds. This is a level 2 slime. So that's going to be the rotation. So like, if you haven't played an MMO before, there's normally like a set order that you do your moves in, like maximum damage output. And as a former raider, that's something that drilled into me, but you can just play these and have fun. But I mean, the idea of this is that you're using your right trigger abilities. And you basically earn those yellow diamonds by finishing a combo. It's an Apex Harvester. And then we'll press Y to then like spend it, and you get, well, you potentially then have 120% damage increase. When we get this 4th diamond, there we go. There we go. Sorted. So we got some Daphnis wings and some honey. This isn't going to be like a survival in the sense of, oh, we need food to survive and all that stuff. Food gives you health options. We've got a small pouch for free. That's good. I don't know where that went though. Is it just you? Oh, yeah, it's down there. So you can have multiple bags equipped and they will give you extra slots. But looks like maybe that's as many slots as you can have, unless they let it scroll in the future. I'm not sure. Crafting, we got food claws, we got ice stalks for crafting. Sparkstone takes you back to the nearest obelisk as well. There's a sparkling harvester. Should we do a few of these? What I'm finding at the moment is I'm really not using my RB. I'm not really against. I'm trying to figure out where it's just parry. Blocks incoming attacks, reducing damage by 50%. Perfect block reduces the damage by an additional 15, and it increases the... Okay, so if you can get the timing down for the parry skill, then you get a nice bonus there as well. I'm probably not going to be able to do that. I'm very bad at these normally. Oh, I got a... Oh, he says that and then gets a perfect block. Fluke. I don't want to see... How much XP are we getting? Okay. Here we go. Only a little. XP. So a lot of grinding if you're going to be... You're not leveling up by grinding enemies. Presumably from quests then. Oh, and completing the codex, you get 120 XP for that as well. So that's where you get a good chunk of it as well. Right, let's see what this one's like. Oh. Oh, I did actually sit in that one. Put that perfect block in as well. Done. We got the codex for that one. Rusty knife skill point available. So, codex. We've now got 2% of Scover Island. And then, yeah, we have the Apex, where we now can do 20 kills. This one, we've got the 1 kill, so we've mastered it. You basically have different ranks for killing certain amounts of enemies. So yeah, we're on the 20 for the crab as well. There's a little bit then. That is going to be a little bit of your tasks if you want to level up that way. Is hunting your creatures. It's quite nice though. We got a little got another one of these chests. An orb there, orb, 2 orbs down here. Okay. Get that one. Where is that one? Is there like a cave that we can go in here? There we go. I was going to say, well, it's pointing down deep within. Okay. Here we go. And where did it say the other one was? The other one is over that way, isn't it? I don't know if, can we make that? There we go, just about. Quite nice so far. Nice and responsive. I'm always intrigued by these as well, because I'm like, do I need to play it with friends? Can I play the MMO solo? Which I know is very like antisocial and anti-MMO, to be honest, but how I played June Awakening. How I played a lot of Final Fantasy 14 as well, to be fair. I do play that with people, but I've also had moments where I've just played it on my own. Oh wow, I really missed that. Anyway, there we go. Lots of ways to get around. Certainly not frustrating on that side of things. And again, we got 360 XP for that. So this is where you're getting a lot of your XP. It's from the quest completion themselves. We've also got some war boots. And you can see it says whether it's for rogues, warriors, obviously probably there's priest and obviously mage as well. So certain armor will only be available for certain classes. We can equip that. And infused capelet of the exile. Put that on there as well. I like that it shows as well straight away. And then on the left hand side, we've got all your vitality, which is your block gauge and your maximum health. Strength is obviously your strength and crit. Dexterity is your crit chance, dodge chance, and dexterity. Faith and crit chance, and then intellect as well for those skills that are using those. And you've got all your different bits here as well. And your health regen, your max health and stuff like that as well. So level 4 will unlock Combo Master, which allows us to get a 5th combo point. And our shadow step does allow us to I don't know how we like equip that. Put that on a Q. If I'm using my controller. Oh, they put it on the left trigger. Okay, they put it on the left trigger. Okay. Kind of finding the mouse more helpful for the menus. Okay. Yeah, I need to keep an eye on my my little diamond things that I have. Oh. Is it freezing? Locking me out? I'm not sure. Oh, I don't know. I didn't crash. It's like it logged me out. I don't know if they've got server maintenance or something. Okay, so I'm actually recording this on a different day because I obviously had to go record other stuff because the game, being an MMO, had a service, like a, you know, it goes down for maintenance to like be serviced. So, oh, there is full damage. So, yeah, that was quite funny because I was like, I actually can't log back in. It's not the game crashing. It's not my internet. It's just, I picked the wrong time to record this game. So, yeah, that's all good though. We're gonna keep having a little explore with this one, I think. Still undecided with the mouse and keyboard or the... I think, on the other hand, the bit of me that's like, ooh, this would be good to do on controller. And then I'm like, well, most of the time I'd be playing this on a Stream Deck. I'm going to be... Like, I mainly play my Stream Deck traveling or on a plane. And I don't always have reliable Wi-Fi. So... yeah, it's one of those... But it's quite straightforward to pick up and stuff as well, at least. We're gonna have a little bit more of a explore with this. Put it back onto the controller and see how we get on. Oh, started another fight. I know it's just me not paying attention to the buttons, but there doesn't seem to be like a lock-on of sorts. It's kind of like just knows where it's locking onto. Yeah, we got a few of these things over here. One thing that's standing out to me at the moment is I'm quite intrigued to explore. Like, it's got quite a, it's not just flat lands, it's using the terrain quite well. It's got little things like hinting at you where these things are. What are these? Collector of Scova. These are the secret orbs. Okay. There's 99 of these in this area. So if you like your collecting and completion side of things, you've got that as well. As I said, this does seem like a perfect MMO to play solo, to be fair. My thing that we're probably not going to be able to see... There's a crab in the water bit there. That we probably won't see today, because I'm not going to be able to get far enough into it, but I might do like a part 2 follow-up when I've put a few more hours into it. Is if it's got things... There we go. If it's got things like, oh, you can't do this on your own, like you can't take out this world boss, or, you know, there's going to be bits where it's like forced PvE in a way. Which I know Lost Ark had some of that. Likewise, I'm not sure, are there like dungeons where you like team up and go together with those sorts of things? This is like a challenge quest where we got to pick up the blue orbs. Yep. Okay, a little bit of an obstacle course. Quite straightforward. Obviously, a lot of these are going to be quite straightforward because it is the beginning area of the game, so it's going to be teaching you these things, but it does hit that dopamine quite well Or at least for me, because you get rewarded, you get your loot, you get your XP. I think, like I said, the individual enemy XP being quite low. One sec, where's my... Close that. My individual XP being quite low. What is in the shop? Let's have a look. So the shop is you can buy new things. Shop will at some points feature armor, skins, mounts, pets, gliders, and other cool looking items, which will be available for a separate currency available for purchase. These items will always be optional, will not have any gameplay impact or give any advantage to players who purchase them. I like that. Okay, no issue with that. But as a thank you for supporting during the early access period, you can already find some items available for you for free. So we can actually get all of these. Doesn't actually show us what those are, but you can actually get all of these for free. But that is, and to be fair, I've got no problem with that. There is the argument here that this is a paid title, and you can't buy currency at the moment, but it is something that they're going to add in the future. So it is a paid title, but then you could argue that, you know, at one point Destiny 2 was a paid title, and then you had, you know, you had the option to go into the Eververse and buy your stuff. So I think a nice balance with these things is if they make the purple currency that maybe you don't get it often, but you can earn some of it in game. But otherwise, you're just gonna buy some of that. But as long as it's purely cosmetic, I actually don't care too much about those things. And I know some people are really strong about that. I think at the end of the day, live service, just from a business point of view, they do need funds. Like they do need that. So if there's people that are absolutely loving this game and they make some cool skins and you optionally want to buy it, I've got no issue with that. That's like a token that we'd have to glide down to. There we go. Like I said, I've not really got an aim of where I want to go, but I'm like, oh, what's that? And just, that's something for me that is a really good testament of a good open world. Is that I'm like, oh, I want to see what that is. I want to go over there. I can. So I'm pretty interested in that. These guys are actually hostile. Still not very good with the... Well, I say that and then get the perfect block. Need to make sure I am using my dodge a bit more. That was a good one there. Got some fleshy claws. I'm going to use my healing potion quick. I'm intrigued for the crafting because I'm hoping we can make some of our own little healing potions. The class skills, codex. The jobs. You need to learn a job at a trainer. Right, so you probably like an alchemy one and stuff. How are we doing that? Oh, it's like a grapple. Okay. So you got grapples now as well. I said at the moment, traversal feels quite nice. Not gonna lie. Right, so it is comparing with what we've got. This is better. And we can't wear that. So I guess we can sell it. I don't know if you can, I don't know at the moment if you can like have multiple characters and share gear between them. Honestly, I'm not someone who normally runs multiple characters in a game. It's why the one MMO that I've really enjoyed. Getting this new enemy. Definitely like not meant to be here yet, but there we go. Is Final Fantasy 14 because you can just have your one character and you can basically do all the jobs. I'm not the biggest fan of, right, you now need to do the entire thing again, but with this other character because they're fresh. Like, I'm not a fan of that. So I like being able to have progression on one character, but then be able to swap between the different classes. Now, in terms of that, you can manage your party, invite through Steam, settings. You can do that as well. Yeah, it doesn't look like... Obviously, there's achievements for different things. And there are some dungeons, and there's some bosses and things like that as well. There are some things that we're going to have to, and there's the jobs and things as well. So definitely some things we're going to have a little explore and see. Yeah, I can't see if there's there's no quick way to just swap your class. So I think it is a complete different character. I quite like the rogue. Interested by the mage as well. But I quite like this. Would probably like to explore the range side of things more, but that's probably then. I feel like the priest is going to be a hard one solo. I wonder how competent it is. There we go. They don't really... Oh. Yeah, they don't really drop anything, the slimes. Got some magic formula and a featherlight caplet. I keep expecting it to be like Genshin, where I can just grab the wall. So fresh blood. Mote of Pyre. Convert to a fragment of pyre by gathering 5 of them. Okay. That is slightly better armor. We lose dexterity and intellect, but we get some vitality. And that requires a job. Right. I'm jobless. Oh, and then if I look up, there are grapples there as well. It's very, like, pleasant to move around him. And at the same time, not having to chop trees, gather sticks, that kind of stuff as well. It's very... in its just, you know, in its lane of, like, action, fantasy... RPG, and obviously it is an MMORPG, but I think a lot of devs nowadays, they know, you know, we saw Ashes of Creation not pan out too well. Probably one of the big ones that's still meant to be coming either this year or next year is Chronos. Is it Chrono Odyssey? That one does look very interesting, but yeah, we've got to wait and see. I think I'm not necessarily a fan of the ones that are like, oh, there we go. We can get up there now. Like Throne and Liberty and stuff where there's like the PvP aspect. I really despise PvP in MMOs. Unless it's like a separate, like, where you can just have a like little mess around like the PvP in Final Fantasy 14. It's not good, but it's completely optional. And you get some cooler rewards from it. You don't ever have to engage in it if you don't want to. That's my kind of PvP in an MMO. So convert to a completed package by gathering 6 diaphanous wings, which we do actually have. So we complete, and now it's a completed package, and you return it to a merchant in exchange for rewards. We've got another pouch, so we get another 6 slots. That's quite cool. So it combines, you find the pouch, the package, you combine it with the items that you've got. Quite cool. We've got some stuff to sell as well, haven't we? Right, and here you can see like they've hidden some of those tokens up in the trees over there. Oh. I don't think I dropped that. Maybe I was too high. Oh, I think you do need to do it from the tower. There's another person. Tritok. There we go. Just about. Right, well, we can show Hilda, because we've seen those, haven't we? Nature really is a misunderstood artist. You've done first-class scientific work. That's fine. And then Miss Art. Haven't got the second sparkling creature yet, have I? Need some new weapons, really. You can see it's quite a big area so far. Imago Creek, which is the promontory race, which is what we just did, isn't it? Done that one. Where the rain never stops. That's our next one. Got these suggestions as well. Floor in the cave. So I like that as well. Like, doesn't really need loads of quest markers. It just gives you like NPC. Sorry, it just says like, yeah, go have an explore over here. You're stuck with what to do. I do wish there was a little like ledge grab though. Definitely build these quicker now. Like I said, I think this is one where you'll either like it or not. It's one of those where depends if it's your kind of thing, really. I'm quite intrigued by it. Terrain is interesting as well because it's like slightly like blocky. So that was where we were going over there, the Barbarian Stray Lands. Obviously, I don't know how big the map is right now in terms of what's here. But it does look like you can see stuff in the distance. Try and get a few more of these to level 3. Okay, got perfect block the second time. Oh, out of stamina, so I couldn't dodge. Sorry, dodge was on cooldown even. Yeah, so it's got very much that kind of MMO grinding, but nothing that's like terrible on that side of things. Like I said, feels quite rewarding at the same time. So we can actually fight this together. This is interesting. Do we both get credit for it? We do. Hope I'm not stealing their gear. It's the MMO. It's the MMO. I'm MMOing. Just 2 rogues. Just add it. There we go. So you can see our XP is getting up and up and up. Oh. Yeah, I'm going to do what he's doing there. That's a respawn active. Okay, so if we die here... Let's stick with this guy. Oh, we're going level 5, are we? Okay. We can probably do this when there's 2 of us. Oh, there's a boss there as well. I think we're going to be ready for that. Scuttle Golden Gill. Is he going for it? Absolute madman. Oh, oh, oh. Alright. I'm whittling him away. I'm actually letting him tank him. He's immune to stunning. I need to build up my little... I'm actually letting him... He's taking all the hits. Dude, heal. That's where I wish I was a healer. I normally prefer being the healer. Oh my god. Not like that, though. Didn't kill him though, did he? Did Seth die? No, Seth healed. Nice. Oh, I got caught by that? Okay, so the boss doesn't change in aggro unless the player leaves. Got a perfect block there, though. Nice. And we got to level up. I hope we really shared all that. I hope we did. No, I don't want to... I don't know how I do any, like, if there is any emotes. But we got stuff and we leveled up. It's quite fun. I quite like the combat side of it. And I like that we're not even in a party. And I can just kind of just hang out with Seth here and get carried. And that's really cool. Rogue's quite strong though. Feels quite strong. We got the stun. I mean, the stun doesn't work on the boss, but you got a little stun there and it seems quite nice from a movement point of view. I don't know if Seth's trying to get away from me or if we are like, yeah, buddies for life. Not sure. It's hard to know, isn't it? So it seems like we can... Oh, you get like a little... Oh, yeah. It takes a certain amount of time. Okay, so if Seth kills him and I haven't landed a hit, I don't get anything. Wow, okay, he's... Yeah, okay. That's quite cool. Filling out the codex. Nice way of doing it. I mean, I'm interested to see, like, you know, as we get more abilities and things like that as well. Because the power's already quite nice as it is. Let alone as you get stronger and you go up the levels. Very fluid. I want to see... Yeah, okay. That's all good. Probably divide and conquer. Oh my god. There we go. A little bit close for me. Gather that as well. He gets that as well. Okay. That's cool. We'll probably leave Seth to it. Because I'm conscious that we are kind of having a little explore here. But yeah, there's that over there as well. Pretty intriguing. You got another one of these here as well then. Another little respawn point. Yeah, lots of different ways to traverse, get around. And that guy's come back already. So if it is like, oh, there's, you know, people are queuing up or whatever, it's not like they're gone for ages and stuff. Like, you're able to go back and farm them and, you know, good old MMO things. Oh, fight this guy. I like it though. I think for me, it is something I enjoy. I get value out of this for sure. I think if you're not into the kind of action slashing and like MMO kind of style of things, this might be a little bit of a miss. It really does depend. It's a hard one to recommend on that basis because I know I don't cover MMOs and I don't cover action RPGs all the time. But this is quite nice. Like I said, for me, the MMO bit is a nice bonus in those like encounters. Like it seems like you're not fighting for loot, or if you are, you don't really feel it because, you know, loot's dropping for me sometimes, loot's dropping for him. Although I hope it was that it was dropping for both of us. I can't really confirm that, but it seemed like it was. Unless I didn't touch them at all, then I wouldn't get anything. Oh, there's the shiny one. We can do this, and then we can hand in our quest. There we go. So I'm quite intrigued to see like how it is with dungeons and stuff. I might follow up with another video once I'm, you know, because this is like my first hour or so in the game. I might do another video once I'm like, you know, 15-20 hours in, kind of with more of a summary of like, right, this is, I've put some time into this, because this is a hard one to do like a full kind of this is what this is like kind of thing. We could maybe do a stream where we spend a little bit longer with it maybe, but I'll let you guys, you know, if you guys are watching at this point still in the video, then might be interested in it. So do let me know what you're thinking, and we can go from there. We can hand this in now. Bottom. Here's the reward. We've got some gold and some spark dust. And a guild merchant. We can give a completed package. Got some gold for that. And we can trade. And we can literally just buy some more pouches if we really wanted to. But yeah, we can find them for free at the moment, so I'm not too fast. Can't buy anything else at the moment. And I think from class skills, we unlocked our combo master, which obviously gives us now the 5th combo point. That's why we've got the 5 diamonds now. Next level, we get smoke bomb. Allies inside the cloud dodge all attacks. So that includes us as well. So stay in there. You're invulnerable for 8 seconds. That's pretty strong. And then level 10, we'll be able to mark a target. And that'll increase damage to them by 15% for 30 seconds. That's going to be good for bosses as well. And that'll be part of it as well, which is the bit that I am intrigued of seeing like how that works in parties and with other classes, because you'd hope there's some nice synergy that, yes, a rogue could do it by themselves, or a priest could do it by themselves, or a mage or a warrior. But if you have one of each and they're all in a dungeon together, there's a really nice synergy there. Again, a bit like, you know, when you're playing Final Fantasy 14 and you have your tank, your 2 DPS and your healer, it's a nice little combo. So yeah, pretty intrigued. I like it. I'm going to put some more time into this. Let me know if you'd like to see some more of this. Maybe when it's cooled down a bit, we might do a stream and just see, spend a little bit more time with it, see what it's like 3-4 hours in, and get a little idea for it. But yeah, if not, I'll probably be back with another video just doing like a little summary of this, like 20 hours in or something. But that will take some time because we've got a lot of stuff on at the moment, a lot of games to play. So that's where I'm going to leave it for this one, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. As always, the Steam page is linked in the description below. Do let me know what you're thinking about this in the comments below. I want to see that. That's that big red enemy over there as well, the red slime. But yeah, do let me know. Thank you so much, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Take care.